Welcome back everyone, this is Don't Starve Together, featuring the new update, Heart of the Runes. And guys, I'm so sour. I'm so sour because I spent the last like 4 or 5 hours figuring out this update, everything to do with it, recorded everything, and my sound with it is fucked. There's no sound with it at all, so that means I had to go back, redo some of it, and I want everyone to say like Tonic's the man in the comments because he was with me that whole time and he's 6 hours ahead of me. So that means he spent like 4 or 5 hours with me, and it was like he pulled an all-nighter hardcore because it was like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. when he got off. So I'm still going to use a lot of the parts with him in it because I feel like that's real shitty that he was with me the whole time, and I'm not gonna about to not have him in some of this video. So some of the video won't have like game sound, but it'll still have like the music that I put on. So hope you guys understand and hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so I want to start with Antlion. They did some new stuff with her. First thing is, she now accepts cut stones and thermal stones as a tribute. She eats them, munches on them, and she definitely likes them. Another thing you can do is you kind of troll her a little bit. If you actually want to fight her, you could give her a cold or hot thermal stone, and both would get her mad where she'll want to fight you. Also, if you want for decoration, if you burn her sandcastle and her sand spikes, they'll turn into glass. Then you could use them to decorate your base or whatever you want. I'd recommend putting her to sleep, that we could just walk off with a few easy, or it is possible just to carry them away. She does her spikes or the castles. They're gonna bust the glass, so be aware of that. And when you kill her, she'll drop a few trinkets, some meat, the lazy deserter blueprint, and a whole bunch of desert stone. And also the large ornate and regular ornate chests can no longer be destroyed, no matter what you try. You try hammering them, burning them, even meteor striking them, nothing. And remember to get the shadow atrium. So you have to make the potter's wheel, you gotta make the knight, bishop, and rook. And then once they start shaking on a new moon, you gotta hammer them down. The order we fought them in was the knight, bishop, and then the rook. Then once all three are dead, they'll drop the shadow atrium. And from there you can start using the fossils, and in case you don't know, you get the fossils from the stalagmite, which is in the caves, and it has to be in a cave. It won't work if you try it above ground. So it must be in a cave, and then once you get it built, you just gotta put the heart into it. And then once you put the shadow atrium in him, you're just woken up to Reanimated skeleton. And he has some cool moves, like he'll trap you in like a fossil cage, and he'll bash you with his head. And after you kill him, he turns the bones and his heart falls again. You could rebuild him right after you kill him, I think a couple of times. And to get to the new part of the cave, the atrium, it's still not finished, so they're still going to be doing a lot of work to it. To get there, you just gotta attack the big tentacle, and it's kind of random. It's the same tentacle each time. When I was looking for it, I killed maybe 3 tentacles, and they didn't work. And I know Tonic found a couple, and then eventually he found the right one, which is this one. And then once you kill it, just jump inside of it. It'll bring you to the new part of the cave. And once you get there, be prepared to fight, because there's tons of spiders, robots. And as you can see, it's a pretty big place. It's separate from the cave, so you have to take the tentacle wormhole to get there. It's definitely an interesting place to go. I can't wait to see what kind of gear they stash here. There's tons of new cool structures here. There's the ancient beacon, the ancient fences, the ancient mural, the ancient pillars, the ancient statues. And this is the ancient gateway. So what happens is you could put something in it. I'm sure that's going to be a set something at some point. Well, we're pretty sure it's bugged, because if you put a rock in it, you get the ancient key. And if you put my Wigfrid helmet in, you get the key. If you put pretty much anything that, it seemed like anything that involved the rock. You could put the shadow atrium in there and you get the key, which feels like a waste. You could put the fossils. Pretty much you could put a ton of items that make no sense into the gateway and get a key. And if you keep the key in it, the whole place lights up. So me and Tonic tried him staying back with the key in, because when the key's in, the spikes come up. You can't get by it. So he said, go ahead and see if there's anything that happens with the lights on, and there's not. Raven, how do I get by the obelisk? Well, if your sanity is 15 or less, the obelisk will lower at that point. So, I'd recommend maybe bringing some Glomer's goop if you want to get cheap with it, or in this case, we both had a Nightmare Amulet, which worked really good. So that's it for this update, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Just in case you don't know, this update isn't finished. They're still working on it, so they're still going to be adding stuff to the cave, working on the reanimated skeleton, and so on. Let me know what your favorite thing about this update was. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. The $1 million question is, what do you use the ancient key for? Well, what you use it for is